So I've got an empty here. I just finished up an Elta Empty UV Sport SPF 50. I have to say, I think this is probably one of my favorite sunscreens. I have several others in my supply as backstock, but this, for those of you who are asking, and it addresses some of your other questions. This is what is referred to as a combination sunscreen, meaning that it has mineral UV blockers, zinc, and chemical UV absorbers, octinoxate and octisalate. So the zinc gives you UVB and UVA, and the octinoxate and octisalate in this give you UVB. And the combination sunscreens like this, they give really reliable broad spectrum coverage, but they're really nice in that, unlike plain mineral sunscreens, they tend to blend in the skin much more readily and not leave that cast. As far as the chemical filters in combination sunscreens go, though, for those of you who are sensitive to sunscreens with chemical filters, they can still sting a little bit and they can be irritating. In this particular sunscreen, there's octinoxate and octisalate. So some people find salate or derivatives, homosalate, stings. For other people, it's going to be octocrylene is going to sting, or the octinoxate. You know, we always think about now on the other side of that is the just plain chemical sunscreens that have a few UVB filters, maybe octinoxate, octisalate, octocrylene, and UVA filters as well, namely avobenzone here in the United States. Avobenzone protects against UVA1 and UVA2. And the strictly chemical sunscreens that don't have any zinc, don't have any titanium dioxide, they're not going to leave any cast behind. You know, the cast is from the zinc or titanium. They're not going to leave a cast behind. They're going to absorb readily into the skin. The problem with those is that they tend to be irritating to many people. They tend to sting. For me in particular, I find that a lot of the Neutrogena sunscreens will sting me around my eyes, particularly those that have Helioplex in them. Helioplex is avobenzone and kind of complexed with oxybenzone. Oxybenzone is another filter, and of all the chemical filters, honestly, oxybenzone is far and away the most irritating, and the UV filter that people have the overwhelming number of problems to is actually oxybenzone. It's a UVB filter. It kind of helps the avobenzone stay a little more stable in the Neutrogena sunscreens, the way they have it complexed and Helioplex. But by and large, it's not really a phenomenal UV filter, and it's one of the ones that's banned in Hawaii. So you know, that's kind of the difference between combination sunscreens and exclusively chemical sunscreens. And then, you know, then you have mineral sunscreens. Mineral sunscreens will have zinc and or titanium dioxide. They physically block UVB and UVA1, UVA2 very reliably. And depending on the size of the zinc and titanium dioxide, they leave a cast. The more nano size they are, then they tend to blend into the skin a little bit better. And a lot of the tinted mineral exclusive sunscreens, like this Exuviance one that I happen to be using currently, and the Color Science Mineral Shield, they really do a nice job, unfortunately, particularly with some of the more expensive ones. They really do a nice job of camouflaging that tint, but they don't offer a wide range of shades out there. So, you know, that's kind of just a little refresher primer for those of you who are new on kind of some of the differences. Then the other basket of questions that I get with regards to all different types of sunscreens that you want me to explain, and by and large, I mean, I really can't, is like, why does this particular sunscreen pill? It could be one of a variety of factors. Combination sunscreens or mineral exclusive sunscreens, the zinc, the titanium dioxide, depending on the size, you know, they can pill up a little bit depending on how they're formulated, depending on what other moisturizers you may or may not be, you may be using them with. They can kind of peel and clump up. CeraVe AM is classic clumper. Classic clumper. CeraVe AM is a classic clumper. For me in particular, when I tried that Attitude sunscreen, it pilled a little bit. It pilled quite a bit. And the other sunscreen that pilled a lot for me was not necessarily pilled, but just kind of was very difficult to apply, did not go on well, was the Drunk Elephant sunscreen. That mineral sunscreen, I think the way they have it formulated with that marula oil, it doesn't make it easy for it to set up on the skin. I did not that was probably my hardest sunscreen to hack, and I ended up tossing it, which I rarely ever do, but it was pretty awful to use. I've heard that they've changed the formulation, by the way, of their tinted one. I never tried the tinted one. I heard that it was very glittery and that they changed the formulation of it, but I was not happy with the one without tint, so I didn't want to bother with the tinted one. The cast on that was pretty noticeable, but for me, the real problem, and the thing that I was really bothered by, was the fact that it just didn't seem to stay on the skin, and that's really what you want. The Ulta MD UV Sport, because it is water resistant, it stays on very well, and it's very acne friendly, very oily skin friendly, and I think all of the Ulta sunscreens are. The drugstore dupe for this, although not water resistant, I mean, there's several. CeraVe AM I already mentioned clumps, unfortunately, but I've really been happy with the Olay Sensitive Skin combination sunscreen. I talked about that a few weeks ago. I'll list it down below in the description box. That one is phenomenal. No cast, I mean, really, pretty affordable, and no fragrance. I love that sunscreen. And Cetaphil makes a tinted, although only SPF 20, a tinted combination sunscreen that's also really good. Cetaphil's chemical sunscreens I find are also very nice. And then the other combination sunscreen in the drugstore that I adore is the Eucerin Everyday. Eucerin Everyday is a zinc octinoxate, I believe, combination sunscreen. It does have a little bit of pill to it. I've used it in the past, and it is a little slightly more difficult to work with than that Olay one. The Olay one is really moisturizing. As far as combining your sunscreens though with moisturizers, that's the other thing that I will touch on, and we'll get into the vlog. As far as combining your sunscreens with your moisturizers, there's really no need to, and it kind of sets you up for potential failure and problems. The reason there's no need to is that sunscreens are in moisturizing vehicles by and large. The exception being those that are in gel alcohol-based vehicles. Those are not meant to be moisturizing. Like the Japanese sunscreens, they're not super moisturizing, those that have alcohol in them. They're not in lotion or cream bases. They are in gel bases. And gels, while they're really nice and easy to apply, great to apply in areas where creams are difficult to put on, really wonderful for reapplying. As I've said in other videos, that's where you will see me reaching for Japanese and Korean gel-based sunscreens that I've talked about on here before. Those, however, like as moisturizers, they don't really do it very well. They tend to be very drying. But using a lightweight lotion, a lightweight cream is a good way to go ahead and just use a moisturizer simultaneously while applying your sunscreen. In general, I don't like this trend of like mix and match of product, like mixing stuff. I don't, that to me is not really a great idea, particularly with sunscreen. A lot of people like to add a little tint to their sunscreen, and I can't ever speak to how that might alter the actual SPF of it when you start mixing things in. I'm not, there's no way to know that, and it gives me a little bit of nervousness. So I don't encourage that, but I can see why you might be inclined to do that to mask some of the white cast, to make it more aesthetic. And what's the other thing that I was going to mention here? I guess that's it. But yeah, I have this as a backstock, and I always have it. This is probably one of my favorite sunscreens out there, and I strongly recommend it. It's pretty affordable. It lasts a long time. This particular tube lasts me several months, and I actually only end up using this in the morning as my morning moisturizer sunscreen. I have taken it with me and reapplied it throughout the day. It reapplies really well. But as of lately, I have so many sunscreens that I'm always trying out and reviewing for you guys that I by and large, I don't take this with me. I just leave it here. But yeah, that's just a little skincare update. But anyways, I am going to go get dressed, and I'll check in with you guys in a minute. Ta-da! Time for my coffee. I'm having Bustelo this morning, and I just put in a teaspoon of the superfood blend, the 10 mushroom blend from 4 Siggy. This one's really good. It has, what does it have in it? Chaga, reishi, cordyceps, lion's mane, shiitake, maitake. It also has rose hips in it, so it has some vitamin C in it. But this one is like, I don't know, your earthy creamer. Just never enjoyed putting creamer in my coffee whatsoever, or any kind of milk. But these mushroom mixes, they just give like an extra richness to the coffee. When I was drinking Beauty Dust, I felt the same way about it. But with Beauty Dust, it was like a richness and a sweetness that some of you found sickeningly sweet. The mushroom exclusives, the 4 Sigmatic mushroom blends and the elixirs, they don't have that sweet taste, by the way. So good. Yeah, I drink this solely for the taste. And if you're wondering, if you're new here, and you saw some of my older vlogs, why I stopped drinking Beauty Dust, it's basically because it had pearl powder in it, which is not vegan, and so I decided to stop drinking it. But I did always really enjoy the taste, and like these, I only consume them for the taste, not for any purported health benefit or anything like that. But anyways, another beverage update is this Tavita Delight chocolate drink mix that I got on iHerb a while back. It's the low calorie, no sugar chocolate stevia drink mix. This is really good. I have put this on, I've only had it in hot water and hot heated up almond milk, but it really tastes like a nice hot chocolate. It has 13 calories and I think it's 2 tablespoons, TPS, all lowercase, TPS. Is that teaspoons or tablespoons? Oh, it's written out here as teaspoons down below. Good, that's what I've been using. And I was thinking tablespoons would be really rich. You put 2 teaspoons and 8 ounces of liquid water and milk, either non-dairy or dairy, or you can put it in coffee and make it like a mocha. It's really good. It's not like fake. Well, I mean, it's kind of fake tasting. It tastes like those cocoa mixes, like the Nestle cocoa mix packets. Are the, what's the other one? Nescafe? I don't know. I'm blanking on hot chocolate mixes now. Toll House, Nestle. Anyways, it's good. Long story short. But you guys, I have a really exciting update for you all. I didn't want to show it on Thursday because it wasn't quite ready, but I've made so much progress in the closet. I can't wait to show you guys. I got the wallpaper up. So I've made a lot of progress on the closet. By no means is this a completed project, but I've made enough progress that I can see so much potential in here, and now I'm probably going to ruminate for several weeks on what the next step is. But I got the wallpaper up, and I really like it, and I have to say it went up pretty easily. I don't know if you guys can see it particularly well in here. I elected to keep that one shelf there, ignore the junk on top of it, and just have some storage there that ultimately won't go there. But I did elect to keep this shelf here and not take it down because I liked that storage there. So I just took the wallpaper to half the wall there, but it went up really easily. This is the peel and stick wallpaper, by the way, in these trees. I don't know if you can really Oh, well, you can see it in here with the vlogging camera. But it was not difficult. It went up pretty easily. And I have plenty, I have some left over here. And I'm glad to have some left over because depending on what I bring in here, I may want to use some pieces to accent stuff like they did here on the backs of these shelves, which I think is kind of cool. But check it out. I got a light fixture. I know it's kind of, I don't know. Tell me what you think. I got it on Joss & Main and I really like it. I find that it's really challenging for me to find light fixtures that are not a combination of hideous and useless. This one I really like. It's a chandelier without being something out of a Disney princess overload. In the right setting, it could also kind of have, if you're going for that farmhousey look, it could go with that. But my whole look in here that I'm going for is kind of Woodlands whimsical, with the trees and this light fixture. I don't know. I like it, and you can adjust the you know, how long you want it. I think you could ideally put this over a dining room table and it would emit enough light. But yeah, I got it on Joss & Main, and what I had in here before, well, there it is there. What came in the apartment was useless and hideous. So this was pretty easy to go to install as well. I'm happy with that. It gives a lot of nice light. It's going to be cute in here once I get it all done, but I just put my Barefoot Dreams cardigan on because it's kind of cold in here with the fan and the air conditioning. It's still pretty warm outside, but yeah, somebody asked me, why are you wearing a coat in one of my recent Q&As? This is my Barefoot Dreams cardigan. This time of year, I like to wear it in the house as like a house coat, and I'll often wear it in the Q&As because I'm sitting there and it gets cold. But somebody thought I was wearing a coat. But no, it's just my Barefoot Dreams cardigan. It's very soft. You know, these are very hyped on YouTube. I know a lot of YouTubers talk about them, and I fell for it last year. Well, actually my mom fell for it. She got this for me for Christmas, and I really like it. It's stayed soft and it washes really easily, and it's basically like my house coat. I never take it outside because I don't want it to, I don't know, smell like the outdoors. It's very humid here, and so I find that different fabrics can absorb odors very easily outside, so I'm really finicky about what I wear outside and what I don't. Like I'll never, this is just a little quirk I have. I will never wear something out and about and then come in and like try and sleep in it. Ugh. I know. It's not even a germ thing. It's like an odor, pollutant, pollen kind of thing. And germs too. But. So yeah, that's just a little update on the closet progress. I'm pretty excited. Oh, getting more humid as the coffee goes in. But anyways, I am going to answer some of your comments, and then later my mom and I are going to go see, exciting news, the new Nutcracker movie. I'm so stoked for it. I've been dying to see it. Those of you who are new, I am a former ballet dancer, and I am a ballet fanatic and a Nutcracker junkie. I love all things Nutcracker, and I really hope Disney did not ruin this, but I'm pretty excited for it. So that's what's going on today, and we're actually going to see it in 3D. Hopefully I don't get nauseous. I haven't seen a 3D movie in a long time. We're here at the movie theater. Hi everybody. Apologies for the horrific beeping sound. It is the popcorn maker went off right as I turned the camera on. We're going to see it in 3D. We got our glasses. You excited? Yeah. Yeah, there's Brad. The best part of coming to this movie theater is the Brad mural. Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep. I'm not going to annotate the entire mural. That would be annoying. Well, guys, that was an epic fail. We lasted all of 5 minutes in the movie theater because the 3D glasses and the 3D was not working, and it was terrible. It was so blurry.
Oh, I thought, is it me? I kept putting my real glasses on underneath the 3D and looking, and then I thought it was the side lights that were conflicting with the 3D. And finally I said, let's just go ask for our money back.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, there were other people in the line getting a refund as well, and one man said, that was making me sick to my stomach.
Me too. Yeah, yeah. It's funny because this morning I was joking with them in the intro that, oh, I hope I don't get vertigo. I haven't seen a 3D movie in a long time. 2 seconds in, I thought I was going to have to take a Dramamine.
Yeah, even afterwards, walking to the car, I felt like I had been on a boat out at sea.
Yeah, well, it's like the polarizing on the glasses wasn't set up, or the polarizing, the way that it was coming out of the projector wasn't right. It was blurry. It was getting worse.
Yeah, because all the coming attractions or the trailers were 3D as well.
Yeah.
So they told us to put the glasses on fairly early in. And by the time the actual movie started, we were all ready.
Tybee. Hey, Tybee. Tell everybody happy Saturday. Shake your tail. Oh, you want to show them your pineapple? Your pineapple and your dinosaur? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm really, bummed about that because I have been looking forward to seeing it. And, oh, well. Maybe we'll try again either tomorrow or next weekend at obviously another movie theater. But I'm going to conclude the vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.